Welcome to Play-by-Play, the latest in sports headlines and sports stock news from InvestorIdeas.com. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to the latest episode of the Play-by-Play podcast. For stock news today, we've got the latest from Lululemon and Academy Sports and Outdoors. Then we're going to take a look at some headlines involving the ACC and the World Cup of Basketball. Just before we get into the show, though, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Alright, so Lululemon Athletica Inc., which trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker LULU, has announced its financial results for the second quarter of its fiscal 2023. Highlights include an 18% increase in net revenue to $2.2 billion, a total comparable sales increase of 11%, and the opening of 10 new company-operated stores during the period, making for 672 stores in total. The company's CFO, Megan Frank, explained, quote, "Our performance remained strong in Q2 as both revenue and EPS exceeded our expectations. Our ongoing momentum is a reflection of our portfolio, approach to growth, differentiated business model, and innovative product assortment. We are excited about our opportunities in the second half of the year and look forward to continue delivering on our Power of 3 x 2 growth plan." End quote. Academy Sports and Outdoors Inc., which trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker ASO, has also posted its financial results for the second quarter, this one ending July 29th. Highlights include net sales of $1.58 billion and a net income of $157.1 million. The company opened one new store in the quarter, making for a total of 270, but expects to open 6 stores in the third quarter and 5 to 6 in Q4 this year. The company's CEO, Steve Lawrence, said, quote, "The team is working hard on thoughtfully managing through our short-term challenges and remains focused on delivering against our long-range plan objectives. Moving forward, we believe that the Academy is well positioned to continue to capture market share as a leader in the sports and outdoors space. We are planting the seeds for future growth by opening 11 to 12 new stores this fall, building out our omni-channel capabilities, and expanding our portfolio of new and exciting brands that resonate with our core consumer." End quote. We'll shift away from stock news and take a look now at some headlines from the sports world. First off, ESPN reports today that the Atlantic Coast Conference, that's the ACC, has added 3 schools, being Stanford, Cal, and SMU, bringing the league to 18 members total. These additions are in all sports and will begin in the 2024-25 school year. ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips said, quote, "We are thrilled to welcome 3 world-class institutions to the ACC, and we look forward to having them compete as part of our amazing league." Throughout the evaluation process, the ACC Board of Directors, led by the University of Virginia's President James Ryan, was deliberate in prioritizing the best possible athletic and academic experience for our student-athletes and in ensuring that the 3 universities would strengthen the league in all possible ways. Cal, SMU, and Stanford will be terrific members of the ACC, and we are proud to welcome their student-athletes, coaches, staff, and entire campus community, alumni, and fans. End quote. Next up, the USA team struggled but obtained an 85-73 victory over Montenegro at the World Cup, advancing to the quarterfinals. The Associated Press reports that they trailed by a point at the half, didn't take the lead for good until midway through the third quarter, and still had a contest on their hands until the final minutes. U.S. coach Steve Kerr said, quote, "These games are going to happen, and you have to be able to fight through them. I thought our guys did a great job of that." End quote. That's it for today's edition of Play by Play. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. InvestorIdeas.com reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. All investment involves risk, and this podcast is not meant to be an endorsement to buy or sell securities or products. To hear more podcasts, you can go to InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, and most audio platforms available.